Say this is the 10th of May 2024. This video coming up was filmed a whole year ago because the blossoms are on the tree, so it was May 2023. I'm editing this and putting this out now because I've had words on the grapevine that 2 weeks time the builders are coming in and they're going to start doing the Spar in Grange-Over-Sands, and at Just's corner they've just been finishing off the Spar in Bowness before they came to Grange-Over-Sands, so I thought let's get the video out and show you everything. And obviously it was filmed a year ago, this, when Just's corner, the original garage, was still there and they were knocking it down, and I look at the flood defences they were doing at the time. If you enjoy these videos and like to support me, TE, and also get some behind the scenes content, please consider joining Patreon. Ah, I didn't see that. It's me, Thomas Edwards, also known as T. That's me, that is. I'm back in Grange-Over-Sands. At a video I did a year ago, I think 2021 I did it. I don't know, it was back end of 2021. Maybe it's been somewhere. It's a long time ago. We're back at the Just Corner, what it used to be known, the old garage. What this sort of whole corner was called Just Corner. And the original building was been there since 1937. And it originally used to have a cottage on the back. And Riggs Close next to it over there, with the bungalows on, used to be a tennis court for a Grange hotel. But as you can see, they've got a few diggers in, a few men, and a big hole's appeared. Because 2 years ago, they proposed plans to put a new Spar garage in. Nothing happened for ages, waiting. And then all of a sudden, in the last 2 weeks, this has appeared, and they've started knocking back end down and digging a big hole. So it looks like it's happening. We're going to take you a closer look. We've got a bit of a pole. We're going to give you a closer view of this painter's pole, hopefully, if we can get it to work. Now they're digging a hole at the front because obviously they're putting tanks in for the fuel. Now they used to have tanks in there because not that long ago, maybe 20 years ago, there used to be a petrol station on it. It was a garage and then there was a petrol station, and then it became Bateman's Toyota garage. So there is tanks underneath there, but one of the problems they had was the tank's too small, and tankers got bigger, they couldn't get in, and they'd fill it all and wouldn't have, they'd have stuff left in the tanker. So obviously they're going to put bigger tanks in, and then I don't know if they're going to keep the original building and fit it out, and they're just knocking the back half down, because like I said, that building's been there since 1937. Well, it could be pre-1937. The furthest picture I can get back is 1937 with that building on, with a little house on the back. But let's go and have a closer look. But I'm going to actually come back and do a bit of filming in the day, a bit of live action with TE. But at night time, let's go and have a look what's down the hole. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 tanks in there, all little tanks. They're always like top of boilers on steam engines. They're so small, like a little saddle tank. And there's maybe a bit more around the corner. You can see they've broken to the top on there because they've got to rip them out, haven't they? And they'll put a new, I can't say the word, a new luxury tank in what would be massive. Look at those, they're probably what, 40, 50 years old there. You can see it's a big RSJ over there, big bit of girder, what must have been across the tanks to reinforce the concrete on top to stop them falling through. And they've got a little bit of drainage there and all barbed wire and concrete, reinforce it. Oh yeah, look, and that tank there is being filled with foam. It's got foam in it, so I wonder what that was. And look, that one has as well. So foam, already all of them have got foam in, or just those two have got foam in. You can see the old hooks on top where they would have craned them in originally. Pretty good, that is. It's like a Stephen Cheatley in Blackpool where he gives you a live update on something what's happening, but it's in Grange-Over-Sands instead. It's a bit less seaside-ish, but more posh. Hey, you can see they've ripped right the back end of all the old garage off, where the mechanics bit and all the ramps used to be. I have to say, I'd like to say this used to be Age UK for a brief stint, and while they were in there they raised £300,000 for the charity, but now they're in Station Yard, near Station Garage, and the old Tommy train shed. What I've been meaning, I keep promising that I need to go and do a video on it, so I'm going to do that at some point. Look, Octane Holding Group, Bradford, authorised persons only, no entry, safety first. Look, there you go, look, no hard hat, no safety shoes, no high vest, no job. Well, I've got this bit. I would normally have shoes on, but I've got posh brogues on today, and I've got no hat, but I normally would have them on. Bradford, pretty good. Look, deep excavation, that's what they're doing there. Because when we first came a couple of years ago, that wall there I stood against doing the intro for the video, but now look, it's got not just one but two fences around it and the walkway. It's all high. You know, look at site office with fire extinguishers. And when we were across the road over there was a new poster what said fire point, so anything goes, something hits the fan here, they go over there. And standing at where that lamp post is over there, there's a little in cove receipt. We'll go and look round, we'll go up Windermere Road and we'll go and look round back, see if we can get a better view of what's going on. Oh, someone's booted back door in there, look. It's not good, is it? Look, you can see right through with a digger in it now. Used to be all offices round back here. And when it was Age UK, the counter was in there. Right, we've come to Windermere Road and we've come to the car park here. What's not a car park for like last 6 months, because they've been doing the flood defences. Obviously Windermere Road always floods, and so they've decided, oh, let's do something about it. And there's this culvert behind it. Martin's here would like this, and James, he'd be up here looking down it in the wellies. In here, behind here, there's a culvert, and it goes right underneath Windermere Road, and it goes right down there, and then it comes out on the sea. So when the sea comes in and we have the floods, it actually comes up here and comes up underneath, and obviously like the park floods and all sorts of stuff. So round here, it looks like they dug a big hole to help the flow or whatever they're going. It's like it's got metal walls in it. There's probably a waterway under here as well what blocks up. You can see over there, that greenery over there is a pond, what's probably always been a natural cause here, but I think there's more on this car park. This is why it floods. This is why the houses on here, you can't get any insurance on them, because they always get flooded, and they're always for sale and no one wants to buy them. I also like to say here, the back of Riggs Close, the two houses at the back, the gardens have flooded, but they've never come into the house. So that house over there, it's actually the man who does yard shit sales, and he does a bit of scrap metal and a bit of gardening and stuff like that. That house on the end is the cameraman who's holding the camera now. Actually went and looked at it. This is going back 16 years ago, and it'd only just been flooded, and apparently there was brown marks on the wall where the water had been, like the tide line. But obviously, it's been flooded several times since. And he still had the same car for the last 10 years plus. So he either doesn't get that high on his driveway, or he moves his car quick when he knows it's flooding. But it floods right up to the white houses at the top. And when I was doing my first video 2 years ago, there's actually pictures in the early 1900s of this road flooding with people in a boat on it, like a little rowing boat. So it's flooded for years. So hopefully whatever thousands of pounds are being spent here, we'll sort it, hopefully. Yeah, I think they've got their fingers crossed. Look, they've dug another culvert in here. It goes right underneath the car park, down to that other bit they've dug out at the bottom, what was a culvert, and then goes into the existing culvert, I reckon. Or unless there's always been a water pipe here, and then they've made it bigger. But it looks like brand new, like there's never been anything here, and this is to get everything out. But goes under the road there, so I reckon there was always been a pipe here and you've just made it bigger. That's why parking in front of the station's knackered, because of this issue. So if you enjoyed today's videos, having a good old mooch with tea in Grange-Over-Sands, Cumbria, to see what they're doing on the new Spar garage. We're looking at the old tanks and knocking it down and looking at the flood defences. We've even had an update on the flood defences up Windermere Road as well. If you've enjoyed all of that, and make sure that you go and check out part 1 of this series, what I did a couple of years ago. Make sure you give us a like, a comment below, subscribe. There's a Patreon link below if you want to support me, TE, and also click that big bell. Ding!